Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome all of my friends that are watching this broadcast on Facebook or on LinkedIn or on my YouTube channel, and especially all of my students that are participating in this live Zoom session. Let me quickly take a look and see who's here. And let me look in the chat window and see what questions we have. Okay. Now, things are changing so fast on LinkedIn, more so than Facebook, that for those of you that are in boot camp, we're watching things change right in front of our eyes. And for those of you that are not in boot camp, because of these recent changes, I have kept registration for our July boot camp open, and I'll keep it open for the next 24 hours. So there's still time for you to get in. There's still time for members of your team to get in. Now, what both Facebook and LinkedIn do is they make it easy to identify the people who are online. The top row are the indicators for LinkedIn, a solid green dot if they're on with a desktop or laptop, green donut if they're hooked up to LinkedIn on their mobile device. Below on Facebook, again, you've got the green dot. It's like a traffic light that says, hey, I'm here. I'm there. Now, when you communicate with people, you don't have to communicate with folks that are online. You send someone a message if they're not online, when they get it, when they do log in, they'll see you and they'll write back. If you adjust your settings so that you appear to be online even when you're not, just stay logged into LinkedIn, stay logged into Facebook. People look at you, they see that green dot, they think you're there, and they're more inclined to react or respond to whatever you do. Communicating with people by text clearly is the way you talk to people. But posting, putting things out there for people to see, for people to react to, maintains relationships, builds rapport with people even when you don't talk to them. Now, LinkedIn has added some new features that make it easier to reconnect with people based on something that's happening to them and restart conversations. Simple profile tweaks will drive a flood of people to you. So for more than 27 years, I've been showing people how to build large, successful network marketing businesses using social networks, but never before in history has it been as easy to build a successful network marketing business and generate a growing continual stream of residual income as it is right now, specifically with LinkedIn. Compared to Facebook and every other social network, LinkedIn is where professionals are going for business. They're flocking there at the rate of creating 4 new profiles every second. Many of them are looking for what you're selling. And of course, the current worldwide financial situation is causing massive layoffs in many industries, and it's partially responsible for LinkedIn's explosive growth. People are desperately looking for legitimate ways to replace their lost jobs or create a new source of income working from home, and you have the solution to their problem. LinkedIn is enabling people that are building their network marketing business on a part-time basis to go full-time. So if you've been laid off from your job and are trying to build a network marketing business for the first time, you need to begin making a full-time income urgently. LinkedIn will help you do that faster, starting today. And if you're already building a network marketing business full-time, LinkedIn will help you become a top earner faster, starting today. Now, tonight, we have our third session of boot camp, communicating and qualifying people. And I've got a dozen new additions to our scripts book, which will lay out word by word the questions that you want to ask people. But because I've been recently working with a number of my coaching students, I'm going to be adding something else. See, what you post and share builds rapport with your prospects without talking to them. I'm going to bring up some examples of posts that you all can make. You watch me do it during these live sessions. So I'm taking, and in boot camp, we show you how to make them. So I've been working with a couple of leaders who are not, well, they're $1 million earners, but they're computer challenged, they're social media challenged. So I put together files with motivational images. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to replace part of your boot camp tools is you have trainings on building and creating your own images. So I'm going to be adding files that you can download that will contain motivational images, motivational GIF images, case studies, and script case studies. Now, the script case studies are going to be in a Word documents, and you're going to love them, okay? We're going to simplify the entire process. Now, I hope to get all of these in before boot camp is over. So everybody that's registered in boot camp will have, for the July boot camp, will have access to all of these. It's going to make the entire process faster, easier for all of you. Now, let me come over here and let me look. So think about this. If you know in advance by the contents of visible daily activity on someone's profile that they could be a perfect prospect for what you're selling, and you qualify them during a casual conversation, you're going to sell it to more people and build your business faster. Let me pop back over here. Jump over to LinkedIn. So when people post things and you see something that you like, you can share it. Now, this is a new feature. And when you pop on here, you can see people that you're connected to. Joanne is one of my coaching students who has just really taken off. But so the bottom line is what you can do is you can share things. More importantly, scrolling down here, you can see the people that you're connected to that are online. That green dot means they are logged in. Well, what does that mean? It means that you can send people things, and they react faster because we know they're there. We're going to be talking about that tonight. Okay. Now, let me look. Actually, before I do that, oh, I didn't want to do that. So let's come up here first and let's look at so Lee, do you see yourself on here? Are you on LinkedIn?
Yes, I am.
Did you pop up when I searched for you by your name?
Yep.
Which one are you?
The first one that your cursor's on.
Okay.
I need to update my LinkedIn profile.
All right. So let's look at
If I'd known you were going to use me as an example, I would have updated it.
oh, no. That's okay. That's okay. It's almost better.
Okay.
So, okay, so clearly I'm going to send you a connection request so we can be
Sure.
connected. Okay, no, so Lee, you're selling insurance.
No, I'm not anymore. That's why I said I need to update that.
Okay, so what are you trying to market and sell?
Health and wellness.
Okay. So that's a network marketing business. Now, is that what you're doing exclusively or are you doing anything else?
I'm just starting to get it to move forward with it. I'm in quite a predicament right now. So yes, it will be my full-time.
Okay.
Yes.
But here's the thing. Number one, this becomes your resume. All right.
Okay, I hear you.
So you want to keep this other stuff because this is going to give you credibility. This is going to give you credibility with the people that you want to talk to. I'm gonna give you,
Right.
where is it here? I'm gonna put a link in the chat window. So you're lucky because I haven't closed boot camp down yet. So there's the first 2 sessions have already been recorded.
Mhm.
You can jump in, but what you want to do, and I have, as a matter of fact, one of the people that when I was looking at sharing a post, let me
Oh, Beth Sink. Oh, I know her.
yeah. So she's just somebody that is online, and
Mhm.
her settings are off because I don't want to, if I wanted to connect with her, I wouldn't want to follow her. I'd want to make the actual connection. But the reason I opened up this page is I'm going to come back over to here. And now let's say I want to share this one. So I send this, and Joanne is a former student. And so if I pop that in there, send it. So that's a way of staying in touch
Oh, I see.
with people that you're connected to. But if I come up here, and I think that's one word. That's one end. Let me go back. Here she is, right here. All right. So this is how fast it works.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right. But now what I want to do,
So how many people do you have to sign up on LinkedIn to do this, or can you send as many
well,
of this?
first of all, LinkedIn is free.
Right.
So it doesn't cost you anything. But what I want to do is I want to show you, since you were selling insurance, let me come back up here. So I started working with Joanne, and first she was in Mamaluca for 9 years.
Mhm.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
her first month, she doubled her business. Her second month, she tripled her business. She doesn't have a sponsor, so I became her upline. I work with a lot of people that don't have any support, and I know a lot about a bunch of companies, but this is what I wanted to show you. Aside from the fact that she's building her network marketing business, she sent me this.
Mhm.
Okay, let me make this bigger. Her company, she also used this to get customers for her insurance business. If you know who you want to talk to that clearly needs what you have, wants what you have.
Mhm.
So she was getting insurance clients, and she dramatically increased it so much. Company wanted to know how she was doing it. She said, I'm doing it on LinkedIn. They paid her $5,000 to give a training to the agents in her area. Well, they did it 3 more times. So she got an extra extra $20,000 teaching other people how to do this. All right. So you're all basically heading down the same road. It all comes down to who are we talking to. Now, let me pop over here. And okay, what is the website for all the author gift quotes? It's Brainy Quote. All right, now Brainy Quote is going to give you pictures, static images, and they're great. So you could, more topics, more authors. And so you pick topics that people would naturally, which frankly would be appreciated by the people that you want to impress, or you want to stay in their face. And they also do it by authors. So if you have a favorite author, like Mark Twain, and he's got some outrageous ones, things that would be appreciated by anyone. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. The secret to getting ahead is getting started. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow. So some of these are really funny. Courage is resistant to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Now, one of my favorite quotes is, again, politicians and diapers need to be changed often, and for the same reason. I'll give you a call later, James, and I'll tell you about that. So images is one way to stay in touch with people, to stay in their face. And that's what it's all about. It's all about talking to people and learn what their needs are. Now, let me look. All right, so I'm going to pop out of my account. Because at the end of the day, it's all about conversation. So let's come up here. And so let's look at Jamie. Okay. Okay, so she was selling roofs and siding. Finally. Finally. See, you're all gonna be able to come up here. And search for people that you know in advance would love to get in your business. People looking for an opportunity on LinkedIn. You have 1,210,000. People looking for opportunities. $1.7 million. And it's easy to pick out the people that you know in advance would appreciate what you're doing. Lee, how did you hear about me? Let me somehow, I looks like I muted you for a minute. So let's look at Kristen.
Oh, I was muted again.
Yeah, how did you hear about me?
Through Gladys,
Oh, okay.
Gladys Shippers Barassa.
Uh-huh.
So I'm in quite a predicament right now. I got into a business and it was used to fraud me, and I'm fighting for my life savings right now. But I need to take the focus off of that and move forward.
Oh,
But it's been all consuming.
I hate when I hear that.
Mm-hmm. I'll be writing a book one day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could open up a library with
Yeah,
with just the people that have done that. Well, the good news is obviously, building a network marketing business can produce fast results. But
and that's where I'm at. I need fast results.
okay. So and let me just say to all of you, okay? Back in 2017, LinkedIn was still a secret and it was relatively professional. In the last 12 months, there has been a virtual avalanche of people joining LinkedIn that are clearly bogus. It's going to change the whole nature of LinkedIn. LinkedIn is now putting up walls. LinkedIn is now recommending to people really be careful. And so jump into boot camp and we'll help you speed up the process. And what network marketing company are you working with?
Melaleuca.
Okay. All right. So Matt, with Melaleuca, you bring somebody into the business, you help them get 8 customers, and you make I think this month they're paying you 1,000, but for the most.
So I've done it before. I went from I double advanced to D3 back in 2018.
Right.
So I'm still getting a check from them, and I have referred a few customers, but I need to pick it up and you know, fast.
I get it. So, I mean, realistically, I mean, I helped a woman make senior director in your company in 30 days. But but it wasn't a 1 or 2 hour a day deal. She was putting 15 or 16 hours a day
Right.
into this, but she was motivated. Back then,
Shit.
the company was paying a $10,000 bonus if he had senior director before Christmas. That was her motivation. But again, the more time you put into this, the more people you talk to.
Right.
You need to be talking to people that clearly not only have a need, or if they don't have a need, would really have the potential to be successful because of the people they know.
Right.
All right. So you bring somebody into the business and then you help them bring people into the business.
Right.
For example, we could go up here. Bed Bath & Beyond is going out of business. They had 400 stores. I think they're down to 120 that are still open. So we go over here, how many people? It's interesting. So they're showing 55,000 people in Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, here's a district manager. So here's a guy that's worked for Bed Bath & Beyond. Well, he's only worked for them for 2 years. Let's come back over here and scroll down a little bit. You got 10 on the page. So let's look for someone that is a store. Let's put a manager. You got 24,000 managers. Now, we'll take a look at Joe. Joe's been with the company for almost 15 years. He lost it. If the store hasn't closed yet, it's gonna. And now think about this. Think about all the people that he knows in Bed Bath & Beyond that he's worked with. That he could that they're all out of work. So you manage an operation, he's got 65 employees. Hello? Do you think he might find 4 or 5 people that, again, you bring a couple of these people in, and then you help them bring in their co-employees, and you rank advance quicker. So there is an overabundance of people that you can talk to. But it all comes down to conversation.
Right.
It all comes
I'm
down.
I'm not scared to talk to people. That's not my problem.
Right. Well, no, what you have to do is you got to be talking to the right people.
Right.
Okay. And you can't afford really to waste your time. Tonight in boot camp, we're going to be talking about exactly that, communicating with people. So let me come back over here. So we not only do we have Scripps book, but at the end of August, we have our Top Earner Summer Retreat. And we have an ebook here on catching whales. Whales are people with large circles of influence. And there's basically two groups of whales. People with large circles of influence that are familiar with network marketing. We call them insider whales. And then people outside of network marketing that have large circles of influence. So one of those places, and there's all kinds of reasons why network marketers in the industry decide they want to change companies. So you can look on LinkedIn, you could search for people by their company, by what they do. You could also go by store closures, find stores that are closing and do advanced searches. So you can search for the store, you could search for the rank, you could search for the location. And then we have scripts that will get these people talking to you. So for example, JCPenney store manager in California, the United States Army transitioning in Florida, Delta Airlines flight attendants in Atlanta, Georgia. So this is how you do advanced searches. You can also search for authority figures, search for people that by their title, search for people by the organizations they belong to. And what you're looking for is you're looking for people with large circles of influence. And that's what it's all about.
Mhm.
But you're also going to have to deal with, let me come back over here. You're going to have to deal with people who have a negative opinion of network marketing. And it's not to say that it's not undeserved. So we have our scripts book, and this month we're updating. Now, these are frankly line by line what you say to people, and then you're going to run into people that don't know what network marketing is. So how you describe network marketing in a text? What do you say when someone says, hey, network marketing, it sounds like a Ponzi scheme? Every one of these examples ended up, if a prospect doesn't like network marketing, every one of these examples, every one of these conversations ended up in sales. When a prospect says they're not good in sales,
I've had that a lot.
when your prospect previously failed in network marketing, it's all about learning about the other person. Okay.
Mhm.
So I will be back at 4:00 this afternoon. And in tonight's boot camp, for those of you that have been in previous boot camps, you're really going to be blown away at some of these new changes, some of these things that have taken place that are going to make it easier for you to build your business. And we're going to show you how to focus on the people that you know in advance need what you have. And not only the fact that they need what you have, we want to focus on people that would be successful right away. So we are constantly improving our content. And in the last 3 weeks, working with several of my coaching students and one group of people that I'm working with in group coaching, I've come up with ways to streamline the information. And since so many people are going to use these things, and I've been showing everybody where to go to get them to save you all time, we figured out a way to save them all in one place. And it'll be a big folder. We're talking about 100, 120 motivational images that you'll frankly be able to, instead of going on the internet. Previously, we told you, here's the image, find it on the internet, and then download it to your computer. We're going to give you the actual image right there that you'll be able to download. So that's going to speed up your process. All right. We'll be back at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Boot camp starts at 9 o'clock tonight. And let me put back in the chat window. If you're a leader, get some of your team members in there, because this is going to be a pretty exciting boot camp. So I will be back.